From the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado. Tonight it's game 2 of the 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Colorado Rockies. The Bucs, the hottest team in baseball. They have won 6 in a row, 9 of their last 10, 12 of their last 14, and they are only 2 back of the Brewers in the National League Central. They trail these Rockies by only 6.5 in the wild card spot. The Pirates have won 9 of their last 10 games played here at Coors Field, including last night's 13-5 drubbing of the Rockies. Greg Brown, John Wehner, and Robbie Ince-Mikowski with you. John, what can you say about these Pittsburgh Pirates? On Sunday morning, they were 8 games back of the Brewers in the Central, and now they're only 2 games behind.
You know, at some point they were going to go through a hot stretch, and the timing couldn't be better. The second half of the season, facing a bunch of NL Central foes, especially the Brewers, that huge series, sweeping them there. They've always played good here in Colorado, at least the last 3 years, winning 9 of 10 against these Rockies. They're clicking on all cylinders. Every phase is going well right now, the pitching, the hitting, and the defense.
They've had to overcome some adversity this year, and they just got Starling Marte back off the suspension. Lo and behold, last night, left hamstring discomfort for Gregory Polanco, our Allegheny Health Network injury update. He lands on the disabled list. The Pirates call up lefty Stephen Brolt, who was unbelievable down at AAA Indianapolis, a 2.06 ERA. For now, Brolt is in the bullpen, but again, the Pirates will have to overcome some adversity.
You know, great timing for the team getting hot, but not great timing for Gregory Polanco, who is just catching fire. 393 in July. He's hit safely in 15 of 16 games with 3 home runs. He can't be more disappointed than having this injury at this time, because he was getting locked in at the plate.
How about getting locked in at the plate last night? His first 2 at-bats at Coors Field in Denver. His first swing was an RBI single that got the Bucs on the board. We're talking about Josh Bell. Second time up with 2 outs, Pirates trailing. He triples in 3. The Pirates don't look back. Josh Bell just having a tremendous rookie season.
Yeah, he's been incredible. The power numbers have really stood out. The average hasn't been where we expected, but still, he's been putting together good at-bats, a great game with the 4 hits, the 4 RBIs. That bullet there goes all the way to the wall for a triple. Josh Bell, nice to see him in the middle of that lineup, along with Andrew McCutchen, David Freese with a couple ribbies last night. It's what we've been missing a lot this year, is that RBI production from the middle of the lineup.
On the mound tonight, it's Chad Kuhl. He makes his 20th start of the year. The Pirates have won each of his last 3 starts. The Bucs and the Rockies. Will talk Mr. Kuhl from Coors next. Back to Denver, Colorado for Game 2 of the three-game series, Pirates and Rockies. Chad Kuhl on the mound for the Buccos. His last time out against the Milwaukee Brewers went 5 2/3 innings. He'd like to go longer, but I think the Pirates are pretty happy with what Kuhl has done, especially, John, over his last 4 starts, 2.49 ERA.
He continues to get better and better. We're seeing him be more efficient, going deeper into the ball games. You see his 4 starts this month, 1-0 at 2.49. On the road, he's been good, 2-2 at 3.69 ERA. You look over his last 9 starts, he's allowed 3 or fewer earned runs in all but 1. And the one that he didn't, just 4. So pretty good stuff from Chad Kuhl.
See, he's going to make his second start against the Rockies. A loss to German Marquez, the rookie, who will be on the mound opposing him tonight. Marquez 7-4 on the year for the Colorado Rockies. Buccos and Rockies ready to play ball. We'll have the first pitch shortly, but first we go back to Pittsburgh to the studio and a game break with Dan Potash.
Pirates baseball on AT&T Sportsnet is brought to you by Allegheny Health Network, the largest health system rated #1 in the region for all the things that matter most. By Bordas & Bordas, official legal partner of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And by Kenny Ross Subaru, total confidence pricing. Let's go Bucks!
It's a beautiful night for baseball here in the Mile High City as German Marquez takes the mound. This rookie right-hander will be opposing the red-hot Pittsburgh Pirates. A lot of smiles in the dugout these days and in the clubhouse as the Pirates have moved within 2 games of the Brewers in the National League Central Division on the heels of a 6-game winning streak. The RAV4 starting lineup: Starling Marte, Josh Harrison, Andrew McCutchen, 1-2-3. Josh Bell, career-high 4 hits last night. David Freese will bat 5th. John Jaso is in right field tonight. Again, Gregory Polanco is on the disabled list. Francisco Cervelli swinging a hot bat will follow. Then Jordy Mercer with the big home run last night, and Chad Kuhl for the Pirates. So starting Marte back in the outfield with Gregory Polanco and Andrew McCutchen for only a few games before Polanco lands on the DL. And here is German Marquez.
Yeah, getting ready to face Marquez. A 22-year-old rookie has been pretty impressive. A 7-4 record, a 4.34 ERA, just 9 home runs allowed in 83 innings. Opponent average of 276. Very good here of late in his last 5 starts here at Coors Field. A 4-0 record with a 2.43 earned run average.
Marte takes the strike and underway. Marte scored 4 runs last night. He began the ball game with an infield single, then stole second and scored on the first of 4 Josh Bell hits. Marte was hit by a pitch in his second plate appearance. Later, another hit, a steal. Home plate umpire is Chad Fairchild. David Rackley at first, Joe West, the crew chief, at second, and Alfonso Marquez at third.
And you can see pretty good arm. The fastball averages about 95. Mostly fastball curve. He will mix in a very rare slider and change.
He thought he had just struck out Marte, but instead it's a ball, according to Chad Fairchild.
That's the curve ball that catches that inside corner. We saw a tight zone last night. Can't imagine it being as tight tonight.
It's Buddy Black in his first year as manager. And there's the man who was calling the balls and strikes last night, Alfonso Marquez. 2-2. And a little tapper. And no panic. The defense, and it is really, really good. The Honda defense has Mark Reynolds at first, DJ LeMahieu at second. Trevor Story is the shortstop with Nolan Arenado at third. Ian Desmond, Charlie Blackmon, Carlos Gonzalez in the outfield, left to right. Tony Walters is strong defensively. A handful of players have gold gloves. They've committed just 47 errors. Only the Marlins have committed fewer. That guy's going to have to add another shelf in his trophy room. Gold gloves aplenty. 2-0 the count on Josh Harrison. A 5-game hitting streak.
Seems like it's been a while since he's been hit. Also appears he's off the plate a little bit. Not a whole bunch, but
looks like that might stay in play. Reynolds' long run, and it'll drop untouched. Well, 2-1 on Josh Harrison. Reynolds out along with Cargo and LeMahieu. German Marquez. Rockies lost each of his first 3 starts, but they've won 9 of his last 12 since, and he's gone 7-2 during that stretch. From San Felix in Venezuela.
there you saw a good look at Josh Harrison. Pretty much set up in the middle of the right-handed batter's box. Slightly open stance, but as he strides closed, and you see that front foot, that left foot almost touching that white line. And we've seen him a little closer than that earlier this year, in particular the first half, where he was almost always on that line when he landed with that front foot. I think part of the reason why the hit by pitches have increased. I also think he's been getting pitched in more this year than we've seen in the past.
And a walk to Jay Hay. German Marquez, 29 walks, 76 strikeouts. Rivers Casino tips to win tonight from John.
Well, we talked about being offensive and scoring more runs. Well, they did it. We'll stay offensive, continue. I don't know if we'll see double digits, but you'd like to see a big number and keep them on the ground. Last night, the Pirates pitchers, Williams, Marinez, 16 ground ball outs. You want to beat the Rockies, keep it on the ground.
And Andrew McCutchen right to work toward the left center gap. Josh Harrison will score. Andrew McCutchen gives the Pirates a 1-0 lead just like that. He's been amazing.
Incredible, really. He has been incredible. It's fun to watch, I tell you that. I know he's having fun playing baseball. Everything just is slow to him right now. It's just you make a mistake up out over the plate to Andrew McCutchen. Right now he's going to hit it hard somewhere. And this one into the gap. Jay Hay, good jump. Plenty enough speed to get around the bases.
RBI number 57 for McCutchen, and now Josh Bell. McCutchen came to the plate 6 times last night. Was not retired until his final AB. It was a ground out. He walked twice, 3 hits, drove in a run with each of his hits. Ball and a strike on Bell. Again, in his first career 4-hit game last night.
And again, this particular stat, we talked about it a little bit last night. Scoring first. When the Rockies score first, 43-12. 31 games over 500. I mean, it's an enormous difference, and I think it's important to get out early. When the opponent scores first, they're just 13-30. Just about every team in baseball, when they score first, they are having a winning record. They have a winning record.
Pirates are 30-16, by the way, when they score first.
But I mean, that is as wide a margin as I've seen. 31 over when the Rockies score first, 17 under when they don't.
So a good early sign. And Andrew McCutchen drives in the first run of the game, belongs to the Pirates. And a 2-2 count on Bell. And Marquez strikes him out for the second out of this first inning. It's the second time the Pirates have seen Marquez.
Fastball away. Right on that outside edge. And just gets it by him.
Brings up David Freese. Marquez went 5+ against the Pirates on June the 14th at PNC Park. He was locked up against Chad Kuhl. Pirates didn't score against him until an Adam Frazier double and a Josh Harrison single in the 6th. It was the only run they would score against him, as they won 5-1. Freese was hit twice by pitches last night. Officially was 1 for 3. Also drew a walk. Drove in a pair of runs. And Marquez falls behind Freese 3-0. His 16th start of the year. His last time out, walked 2 and struck out 9. Padres. Pitch right down the middle, 95.
He's certainly capable of putting up zeros here against the Cubs. 6 no-hit innings. Went 8 total. Gave up 3, no runs. So it's been pretty impressive, especially in this ballpark where the ball flies and you score a bunch of runs. He's done a good job here.
And he walks another batter, second of the inning. Last night, Jeff Hoffman went just 3 and walked 4 and also hit a man. The Pirates were hit 4 times, and an early mound visit for the Colorado Rockies and their pitching coach Steve Foster. The Pirates winning again over the Rockies last night. They're 15-4 against the Rockies since 2014, and especially here they have won 8 of their last 9. A lot of success against Colorado. I guess the best winning percentage since the start of 2015, of the second best, I should say, behind only the Dodgers, who are 17-3 against the Reds. The only team that has a better mark against another club. Last night's starter Trevor Williams pitched extremely well in this ballpark. John Jaso trying to get out of an 0 for 22 drought. Takes ball 1.
Well, he's been trying. He's been hitting the ball hard. He's been putting some good at bats together.
Robbed of 2 hits last night after he came on for Polanco. 1 ball and 1 strike on him. After the first man, Marte, the check swing tapper, Harrison walked, McCutchen doubled. A Josh Bell strikeout, a walk to Freeze. Two balls and 1 strike. Marquez was originally signed by Tampa Bay in 2011 and was traded over to the Rockies January of last year, along with Jake McGee, the left-handed reliever, for Corey Dickerson. And grounded to second, where LeMahieu will handle it and throw out Jaso. But the Pirates take an early lead. Andrew McCutchen stays hot, his 57th ribby. Rockies come to bat. An early run, and Ryan Hannigan, backup catcher, along with the starter Tony Walters, talking to German Marquez. Here's the Rockies starting lineup. It's Charlie Blackmon, DJ LeMahieu, and Nolan Arenado, followed by Mark Reynolds, Ian Desmond, and Carlos Gonzalez. The bottom third, it's Trevor Story, Tony Walters, and German Marquez.
And Chad Kuhl take the hill for the 20th time. 91 innings, 9 home runs allowed. Opponent's hitting .275, 4.85 ERA. That just continues to drop. I think he continues to get better with experience. Seeing more ground balls out of Chad Cole. And seeing him go deeper in ball games, more efficient.
Can't say enough about the points he got for making that start at Wrigley. Emergency start for Jameson Taillon just before the All-Star break. On 2 days rest, Francisco Cervelli catches him tonight. Charlie Blackmon, 14-game hitting streak came to an end last night. Blackmon still hitting .327, fourth in the league. 67 RBIs, ninth most. And toward left center, McCutchen over to make the catch. Blackmon just 1 for 17 this season against Pirates pitching. A quick out for Cool. You just saw Andrew McCutchen go into the left center gap. His wingers are Starling Marte and John Jaso. Francisco Cervelli behind the dish. David Freese, Jordy Mercer on the left side of the infield. It's the Josh boys, Harrison and Bell on the right side. John Jaso getting the start in right with Polanco on the DL. Mayhew 1 for 3 last night. There's Harrison. John was just talking about Cool getting more ground balls, at sinker working. Such a key for him. It's okay for Cool to put up zeros, but we like that offense scoring, and Andrew McCutchen's RBI means that combining last night's 13 runs and tonight already $14 off many seats during the upcoming homestand. You're talking baseline box seats, outfield boxes, corner box seats, bleacher seats for the upcoming homestand that starts Tuesday, August 1st. 3 games against the Reds, then a series against the Padres over the August 4th, 5th, and 6th weekend. The legendary band Chicago will be performing in concert after the Friday, August 4th game. And then the Tigers come in for a brief 2-game series. That'll be a home and home interleague series, August 7th and 8th at PNC Park. So keep those runs coming for the Bucks. You score as the Pirates score. Nolan Arenado, count of 1-2, and Point Park University tweets about Andrew McCutchen. Can't cool him off even if he poured the Allegheny River on him.
It's great to see not only him being hot, but seeing traffic on the bases when he gets up there and give him more opportunities to drive in runs.
Yeah, the last time McCutchen faced these Rockies, and German Marquez specifically, he was still hitting 6th. And Chad Cool, how great is that to see after the quick run? He gets Blackmon, LeMahieu, and then Arenado, who strikes him out. UPMC scoreboard. Head to the second, and we got another fan jam. We mentioned it coming up at PNC Park on Friday, August the 4th, 7:05 after the Pirates-Padres game. It's the legendary band Chicago taking the field and playing all their great hits. And you can watch the show right from the field with the purchase of a field pass. Go to pirates.com/fanjam for tickets to see Chicago Friday, August the 4th, following that 7:05 game against the Padres. Cervelli, followed by Mercer and Cool. Strike is called. Again, the new score as the Bucks score promotion. We'll be adding up all the runs from last night, tonight, and tomorrow afternoon. And you can buy your tickets after tomorrow's game for the next homestand with the Reds, Padres, and Tigers. Oh, wow. German Marquez throws a pitch behind Cervelli.
Curveball just came out of his hand early. I mean, it was something. There was one similar to that first pitch to David Freese last time the Pirates were up.
And Cervelli bounces it to Story for the first out of the second. Cervelli will have to wait till his next at bat to try to extend that hitting streak to 7 games. Meantime, Jordy Mercer didn't look great his first 3 times up last night, and then crushed his 9th home run of the season. That came in the 6th inning. A 444-foot home run. Takes the strike from Marquez.
Sure, that made the family happy. I think about 16 people Jordy has in town.
No doubter. Off the reliever, Jordan Lyles.
We talked about it last night. They're the family happy, but you don't have to swing hard. You don't have to overdo it to hit a ball a long way. I mean, that was just such a short, quick swing that went 440 plus.
So he's got 9 homers and 40 RBIs on the year. And Marquez registers his 2nd strikeout of the night.
You don't see that very often, especially from Jordy Mercer. Chasing a fastball that may have been in the dirt. Yeah, that ball bounced at 96.
Marquez made 6 appearances with the Rockies last year. So he is a rookie this season. He faces Chad Kuhl. And quickly, Cervelli, Mercer, and Kuhl retired. 1.5 played. 1-0 Pittsburgh.
Baseball on AT&T Sportsnet is brought to you by the Chevy Tracks and your Western PA Chevy dealers. And by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Let's go Bucks!
1-0 Pirates lead. Go to the bottom of the second inning. We're going to get to a Day Automotive this day in Pirates history. On this date, July 22nd, 1979, the Pirates would sweep a doubleheader from the Atlanta Braves. 5-4 in Game 1. And in Game 2 was a 3-2 final. Game 1, Donnie Robinson drove in 2 at the plate. The Pirates pitcher goes 6 innings. Gets the win. Kent DeColvey covered the final 3 innings for the save. Then in Game 2, Jim Bibby at the plate with 2 RBIs, but went 8 innings. Gave up just 5 hits for the win. Bibby the victor in Game 2. Teak came in for the 9th to save his 2nd game of the day. And this day in Pirates history. And looking back at the We Are Family Pirates, that gentleman in the throwback Teak uni. There's Mark Reynolds. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reynolds rested last night by Buddy Black.
What a year Reynolds is having. Still strikes out a bunch.
Two and 2 in his 2nd year with the Rockies. Cool. We'll get him. First out. Retires Mark Reynolds to begin the bottom of the 2nd. John talked about the ground ball, and that's really what we heard Pirates talking about with Chad Kuhl, what made him so effective in the minor leagues. And though it was very impressive to see the mid to upper 90s fastball, word was from the Pirates that Kuhl's game is getting the opposing hitters to beat the ball on the ground.
You look at the stats, it doesn't show a big difference from last year to this year in terms of ground ball percentage. Even this year, since the end of June, just looking at some numbers, there isn't a big disparity in what he's throwing and how often he's throwing it. The biggest thing that kind of sticks out is how well he's pitched to lefties, more than anything else. The last month or so, he's dominated lefties. And that's been a big problem for him.
Right there is Harrison, a bit of a stumble, but easy to get Desmond. And what do you think? Any reason you could come up with?
And I'm looking, his last
arsenal.
His last 5 games, lefties are hitting just 160 against him. And then and you look, and I got this sheet here showing the type of pitches he's thrown before then and since then. And he's actually throwing less changeups. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Right.
Well, it must be the changeup. But he's thrown about 10% in his last 5 starts, where he's thrown over 11% in his first 14. A few more curveballs, about the same amount of fastballs. But those numbers are incredible.
Here's the 2nd of 3 lefty hitters he'll face. Carlos Gonzalez. He got Blackman to fly out.
I just think his command has been better in the zone.
That's comes down to that probably.
That's the best I could tell. The numbers don't spell anything out. It doesn't say, hey, this is why. And it usually means, command in the zone.
This is his 2nd outing against Colorado. Again, back on June the 14th at PNC Park, he went 5 innings, allowed 4 hits. Marte giving chase and into the seats. Cool that night at PNC Park on the 14th of June. Gave up a home run to Ian Desmond, who was just retired on the ground ball. Gave up an RBI single to Trevor Story in the 5th inning of that game. There's a sacrifice bunt they didn't get an out on. They should have. Three and one on Cargo. And a walk. With 2 down.
And that's the one thing that I've noticed as far as his last 5 starts compared to his first 14 is he's actually, his walk rate is a little bit higher against lefties, despite the average being way down, which means working around the outside of the zone instead of in the middle of the zone could be a big reason.
Ray's shaking his head. He knows what walks can do in this ballpark. Trevor Story. Takes a strike. He was 0 for 4 last night. Former first-round pick in 2011. Again, this is Chad Cole's 20th start of the season. Made 14 starts last year. To center. McCutchen. Just enough room. Maybe 3 steps shy of the wall. Story drives one to deep center. Still a 1-0 ball game.
The authority of the Pittsburgh Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Buccaneers lead the Rockies on the UPMC scoreboard 1-0. To go to the top of the 3rd inning. Very pleasant evening here. Last night there was a threat of rain. In fact, it did start to drizzle toward the end of the game. Starling Marte led off the ball game with check swing tapper back to the mound. Takes a strike. He's not an easy man to retire here at Coors Field. A career .500 hitter in this ballpark. Line past third. Leadoff hit for Marte.
Like to see Marte in. We talked about this a little bit last night, Greg, is that looks like a little hanging slider right down the middle. Marte makes him pay.
Did you notice their fan reaction when Marte came to the plate last night?
Yeah, a few boos.
It's hardly anything.
Well, a few scattered boos.
Right.
We mentioned on the radio side that something he did not experience at all in Pittsburgh.
Right.
But yeah, they're not much reaction at all.
And I mean, that makes things easier for them. It makes life easy.
Now, there might be some knowledgeable fans out in left field that might give him a hard time that we'll never hear or know anything about. But I think most cities that we're going to go to, fans aren't going to notice.
I think it's interesting, though, too. It will be interesting to watch as the rest of the season unfolds, because the better he does, if indeed he does do that, and you get back to, being real hot for a couple months, he's going to hear it. Just naturally, the better you are, regardless of suspensions.
Well, I wonder how well known he is outside our division.
I guess we'll find that out.
Even though he's an all-star and a Gold Glove winner, we'll find out. I think in Cincy, Chicago, and Milwaukee, and St. Louis.
Pirates heading to San Francisco and San Diego the remainder of this trip. There he goes. He got a great jump, but it's out of play. Stole 2 bases last night.
It wasn't maybe his greatest jump, but still, with his speed, he doesn't need a great jump.
Tony Walters has done a real good job, too, of throwing out runners this year. There he goes again. In the dirt, and a steal. Well, Marte has stolen 3 bases in the last 2 games.
And you see, Marquez isn't that slow to the plate, and Marte just has such great speed. Not a great throw from Walters. Maybe a perfect throw gets him, but with that type of speed, it usually takes a perfect throw to get Marte.
He had 47 stolen bases last year, and he is in scoring position with nobody out. See if Harrison can at least advance him to third. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jay Hay, who walked and scored in the first. German Marquez for the Rockies. And it's a line drive, and it's a double play. .36 on the DP.
Yeah, and you still love the at-bat. Josh Harrison, that's what he's going to try to do. He's going to try to move the runner up when he's on second with nobody out. And more times than not, you're rewarded. And this time, a line drive, an atom ball. Marte gets going in the wrong direction. So that's an easy double play. Marquez obviously happy about that.
Now McCutchen doubled in Harrison in the first. To Arenado on a backhand and on to first. 1-0 Pirates lead. Pirates salute members of our military. A military ticket discount presented by IC Light. All active duty reserve veteran and retired service members and their families save $10 on select Sunday through Thursday home games at PNC Park. For more information, go to pirates.com/military. Plenty of black and gold here, along with a lot of purple. Had good crowds here, including last night. Tony Walters fouls it out of play.
41,000 last night. I thought I heard somebody say they're expecting a sellout tonight.
Ball a strike. And they're excited about their Rockies, off to their best start in franchise history through 98 games. Under first-year skipper Buddy Black, former manager of the Padres. They haven't played as well. They're off to a torrid start when the Pirates saw them in mid-June. On June 20th, the Rockies were 47-26. And then they went on to lose 8 in a row, 10 of 11, 15 of 20. And a diving stop by Bell. Cool gets there, and well done. Bell and Cool combine to rob Walters.
Boy, that's a heck of a play. I thought that was a hit off the bat. It was hit hard. Looked like it was headed through the hole. We talked about this quick infield. That's a tough little hop, too. The ball's on its way up. As Josh Bell is able to glove it. 2 steps to his right and a dive. Good feed to Chad Cole. He's doing his job covering. Nicely done.
A big out as Bell lays out, and here's German Marquez. Cool through the first 8 batters has gotten 4 ground ball outs. His mound opponent, though, laces it into center field. That's the 6th hit of the year for German Marquez. For a pitcher batting a little over 200, he can swing the bat.
We saw it from Marinez last night. Pirates relief pitcher, first pitch swinging, hits a high fastball for a double. Here's Marquez, a high fastball. Quick and short, turns it around. Bullet.
First hit off of Cool. There's a 1-out single to center. It brings up Charlie Blackmon.
Oh, that was clocked at 88. Is that a breaking ball?
Not sure. Blackmon flied out to McCutchen. And this is toward the right center gap. And all kinds of trouble. Blackmon going to get another triple, maybe? No. As the fact the runner at third, the pitcher, the only reason they don't tie the game is because it's Marquez running. Otherwise, it's a 1-1 game, and Blackmon is very likely at third base, the triples leader in baseball.
Yeah, there's no question he would have ended up on third if the pitcher wasn't slowing him up. And that's a pitch down. Does a nice job of going down and getting it, splitting the 2 outfielders. And both Jaso and McCutchen had a long way to go, so Blackmon, I'm sure, was thinking about 3. I also think he knew that he had his pitcher in front of him.
Another extra base hit for Charlie Blackmon, second and third with 1 out. Infield back, DJ LeMahieu at the plate.
That was played nicely off the wall, by the way. Good job by Andrew getting that ball in quickly.
Charlie Blackmon leads the league with 83 runs scored. Among the league leaders in a lot of offensive categories, including a dozen triples already. His career high a couple years ago is 9, and there are a lot of extra base hits with these big gaps. But a dozen triples, by far the most in baseball. And this to right, Jaso will make the catch. Marquez will tag and score to tie it. Mayhew makes it 1-1.
Mayhew's so good at using the whole field. Likes to go the other way, and this ball carries enough to where even Marquez, the pitcher, able to score easily. When you talk about Blackmon, though, and those triples, Greg, I mean, all the power numbers. I mean, you look at the homers. I mean, he's just driving the ball better. I mean, he's hitting like a middle of the lineup guy. And, you know, if he was in the middle of the lineup, he could have more RBIs than Arenado. I mean, we might be looking at 90 or more. Nice stop there by Cervelli on a fastball. You don't have much time at 98 of going down and blocking this pitch, so you just have to trust your hands that you can reach back and pick it. I mean, you don't anticipate as a catcher, you don't anticipate a fastball being in the dirt.
And to right field, Arenado's going to get the runner home from third. He'll have an extra base hit. Rockies lead 2-1. Arenado's 83rd RBI of the year.
Yeah, you have to wonder if there's a little competition between Arenado and Blackmon as far as extra base hits are concerned. Arenado only has 3 more than Blackmon. Top 2 in the league. Blackmon doubles. Arenado doesn't hit it hard, but places it nicely.
Here's Mark Reynolds. Barrel League leaders. In July, he's got 22. Josh Bell on that leaderboard. For the year, Arenado now with 83. Jake Lamb of the Diamondbacks has 78. He's second in the National League. Josh Bell's name among rookies is up there just behind Cody Bellinger of the Dodgers in a handful of categories. 52 RBIs for Bell. Bellinger has 63. One and two on Reynolds. And there you see the rankings for Josh Bell. 82 hits, the most among all rookies in the league. First in walks, second in RBIs, total bases, runs. Two and two on Reynolds. Bounced to the mound his first time up.
Like most of the Rockies hitters, good with runners in scoring position.
to make it 3-1. Reynolds with his 67th RBI of the year.
It's one thing we've noticed over the last several years, I think what's made Mark Reynolds a better hitter, is he's hitting more balls the other way. A fastball up out over the plate. Josh Harrison upset with himself that he couldn't keep that in the infield as he was playing a bit up the middle, and there's Jay Hay and slamming the turf.
Ray Searage, he went to the mound last night early to talk to his rookie pitcher, Trevor Williams, and said so many words, "Welcome to Coors Field, big boy. But just do not worry about it. That is this ballpark." Might be delivering a similar message to Cool. It is unlike any other venue in baseball. It's a different game here. I know you guys talked about it last night, but great point. We just saw it just now that you would think they would maybe let the grass grow a little bit to cut down on this. It's like artificial turf, in addition to the huge gaps and the thin air.
I know.
I mean, is there anything else you can do for the hitters?
It is insane how fast the infield is and the outfield grass. It's when they first opened, they let it grow.
Ian Desmond. Takes ball one. Two and 0 on the veteran Ian Desmond. Chad Kuhl, 24-year-old, Newark, Delaware, 9th round pick of the Pirates, 2013. Another tapper, Cervelli. For the final out, 3 across for the Rockies to take the lead now through 3 innings. 3-1 Colorado.
Lead things off here in the 4th inning for the Buccos. I'm Robbie. It's Mikowski. Well, Bell and Rocky shortstop Trevor Story have a friendship that goes way back to when they were 13 years of age. And earlier today, Story reflected on his good friend's first 4-hit career game.
He's always been, pretty much the best player on the team. Me and him we played about three or four seasons of travel ball, and he was always the dude, and we became good friends, and it's fun to play with him for sure.
And Josh Bell reflected those feelings. He told me we traveled all across. They played youth baseball together for the Dallas Patriots. Both guys grew up in the Dallas area. And Bell said, hey, we would travel all states all over the country trying to just win trophies everywhere we went. He said, we still stay in great touch, in constant contact all the time. We text every day, and not every day, but most days, especially when they're in town. And last night, Greg, last night's text exchange after the game probably was a little bit interesting, given Bell had a monster night here at Coors Field.
Yeah, first career, as Robbie said, and Trevor Story reflecting on his first career 4 RBI game. Irving, Texas area near Dallas. Second round pick of the Pirates was Josh Bell, who drives one deep to right, and ring your bell with a line drive home run to make it a 3-2 ball game. That's number 18 for Josh Bell. Trevor Story watching his buddy circle the bases.
Wow, is that a bullet? You probably feel safe when you're sitting in the outfield seats that, you know, you're not going to get hit with a line drive. But, man, get out of the way of that one. Unless you have a glove, watch it. That thing out of here in a hurry. Didn't get very high off the ground. A bullet. Fastball. Right in that wheelhouse. Meant to throw it on the outside part of the plate. Ran right in on that inner third, just above the knee. Crushed.
Josh Bell, his first 2 games at Coors Field. How about it? 5 hits and 8 at bats, 5 RBIs.
That ball only got 50 feet off the ground. Didn't even look like it got that high, but man, that's something else.
And on strikes goes Freeze.
Exit velocity of 109 miles per hour.
In less than 2 games, Bell hits for the cycle at Coors. Single, double, triple last night. Homers in his second at bat tonight. Well, the Bucks down a run. And here's Jaso. Overdue is Jaso. But he's going to bounce it out to LeMahieu for the second time. It's the 10th home run that Marquez has given up in his 16 starts.
7th here, no surprise.
After the home run, he gets a strikeout and a ground out. And Francisco Cervelli. Eight hits in his last 11 at bats. One and one. Bell and Freeze discuss the home run. One ball, 2 strikes.
That's pitches that Cervelli's been able to lay off. As Gregory Polanco has to be disappointed looking on. And finally feeling it at the plate, locked in. See the pitches all down in the zone to Cervelli.
Comes back and strikes out a pair. Josh Bell's home run, number 18. Pirates trail 3-2.
It's time for the Toyota all-wheel drive RAV4th inning. Toyota, what drives you?
Pirates down by a run. 3-2, head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Pretty cool t-shirt there. Clemente shirt, cool old school helmet. Game 2 of this 3-game series, 3 cities. Josh Bell, his first trip into Denver. Big success so far. And Carlos Gonzalez walked in the second, leads off against Cool and takes ball 1. It's another $1 off, by the way. You score as the Bucks score promotion. For every run the Pirates put up this 3-game series, you get $1 off the purchase price for ticket, baseline box, outfield box, corner box, and bleacher seats for the upcoming homestand Tuesday, August 1st through Tuesday, August the 8th. The Reds, Padres, and Tigers. Point Park University tweets on Josh Bell's home run and his rookie season. Again, if it were not for that doggone Cody Bellinger kid, Bell would certainly be the talk of baseball. Bellinger, the rookie for the Dodgers. You never know in terms of what happens last couple months of the season. And Bell just keeps hitting homers, drives in runs. Now with 53 RBIs, Bellinger has 63. Pirates have had 1 Rookie of the Year in their history. And the Dodgers have a monopoly on that award. And look at this ball shoot into right center past Jaso for a double.
It almost looks faster than the old AstroTurf. It is amazing. I mean, this is just a line drive through the infield. And watch it just scoot to the wall. Not only beats the shift by hitting a liner in between the 3 guys on that side, but it goes all the way to the wall.
Cargo, who's been struggling this year, back-to-back starts. He has not been starting every game the last couple of weeks. Buddy Black has been picking and choosing Cargo's starts. Now Trevor Story. I'm just talking about his good friend Josh Bell with the home run. Both of these players were drafted in 2011. Story appeared to have a lock on the Rookie of the Year last season for the first few weeks. He ended up playing only 97 games, tore a ligament in his thumb. Despite that, his 27 home runs, the most ever by a rookie shortstop in the National League. Story had 10 homers and 20 RBIs in the month of April last year, his first month in the major leagues. Homered in 4 straight games to start this season, which was tied for the longest streak in major league history. In fact, he's the only player in major league history to hit home runs in his first 4 career games.
Made him think, made the fans forget about Tulowitzki for a little while.
And this will allow Gonzalez to go to third.
Really pulled this one. Slider hit the front of the left-handed batter's box. And so Cervelli did his best. And it's an easy stroll to third for Cargo.
Bell playing on the infield grass at first.
Figuring the odds of Story hitting a ground ball that way, probably pretty rare. Unless it's like a swinging bunt or check swing or something. I mean, the one problem is obviously the Pirates conceding a run unless there is a ground ball to first. I think it's more likely to have a pop-up beyond first where he may be out of position now.
A line drive into left, and it's 4-2. Double wild pitch and a single.
That pitch running right in the inner part of the plate. Nice looking swing. Stays inside it. Another hard hit ball. Good job by Marte hustling over. Make sure that ball doesn't get to the wall.
Tony Walters robbed of a base hit leading off the third inning. Josh Bell made an excellent play on him. And it's 2-0. Walters drafted by Cleveland Indians 7 years ago as a shortstop. It is Star Wars night here. Giving away Adam Ottavino's Star Wars bobbleheads. And people dressed up appropriately.
A whole bunch of them parading around the ballpark before the game.
Six hits, 4 runs off Cool. Empire trailing the Rebels.
A big helper for Trevor Williams last night was the ground ball. And now a runner on, nobody out. Stormtroopers probably want another gapper. But Chad Kuhl would like to get a ground ball hit right at somebody.
There goes the runner. Bell will have the one play. Go back to the studio. Dan Potash with another game break. And a 6-game losing streak for the Brewers. Are trying to snap that. Joe West moments ago walking over and talking with Chad Kuhl.
Oh, that ball hit the dirt. Can't use that one. It's really amazing. See, I wonder even why, you know how in baseball it's tradition after an out you throw the ball around the infield when there's nobody on base.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they bother. Half the time when they're throwing the ball around the infield, that ball ends up going out of play anyhow.
Well, this trouble for Kuhl started last inning with a base hit to German Marquez.
Cool has to be a little frustrated by that 3-run third, given that it all started from a base hit from Marquez, the pitcher, on a hanging slider. So I would expect Chad Cool to stay hard with the fastball.
One ball, one strike. Marquez has driven in 5 runs.
This foul ball looks like it gets a piece of his left shoulder. Cervelli, that is. Off the padding at least. Yeah, think of the couple RBIs for Marquez was in that gem he threw against the Cubs. I think he had a 2 RBI base hit in that one. So he can handle the bat a little bit.
Yeah, fouls off another. Adam Wainwright, the president of the band, the DH Club, the RBI leader among pitchers with 10. Just gets a piece of it, so it stays 1 ball and 2 strikes on Marquez. Already 69 pitches for Cool.
Now 70, and I would say 2/3 of those pitches coming in since the beginning of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, first 2 innings were quick.
Yeah, quick, efficient, easy outs. Where's that pitch? First of all, how does the pitcher take it?
Yeah.
Second of all, why is it not a strike? MLB Mason strike zone. Jeez. I mean, nothing going the pitcher's way here at Coors Field the first.
Oh, and a balk is called.
Ray Searage nodding his head, yes. Yeah, there's a little movement in his hands. And the glove moved a bit.
Toward first, Bell the scoop. And Harrison covers.
Good job, Jay Hay. You don't see that very often. The 3-4, unless it's a bunt. And worried about the runner going on contact. You can't sit back. So Josh Bell, aggressive, coming after that ball, getting it on the short hop. And Jay Hay, always ready. No hesitation either. He just darted straight towards the bag as soon as that ball was hit.
Josh put out at first. Charlie Blackmon now takes strike 1. Blackmon from the Dallas area turned 31 years old on the 1st of this month. Story at third, a run in, a 4-2 lead, and 2 strikes on him. Out of Georgia Tech. Transferred from Young Harris College as a pitcher to play ball for the Ramblin' Wreck. And a 1-2 count. Chad Kuhl strikes out Blackman, so they leave a very important runner at third base, but the Pirates are trailing 4-2.
Coors Field, as we are pleased to be joined by one of the favorites of the past half decade. It's Clint Barmas. Long time no see for the former Pirate shortstop. And Clint, you're second year out of baseball. We got to ask, what are you up to these days, and how's everything going for you?
It's been great, actually. That's first time I've come to a game as a fan, and since I retired, and I'm enjoying being a dad.
We're always curious to hear people's answers. A.J. Burnett addressed this with us in Baltimore a couple months ago. What is the feeling like sitting here with your wife and kids and in-laws as you watch a baseball game for the first time since you played the game?
It's a lot less stressful, I'll say that. No, this is great. It's good to be back at the ballpark, and you know, going down earlier and getting to see a lot of the guys during batting practice and getting here early enough to actually see both teams. Since I got the opportunity to play for both teams, you know, I thought it was a great game to come and enjoy, and it's exciting to be back at the ballpark for sure.
Jordy Mercer is batting right now, and he's very open and very thankful about the mentorship that you provided to him as he was coming up, and he was going to be a guy that eventually replaced you as a starting shortstop of this Pirates team. How proud are you to see him to have the success that he's having?
Oh, I'm super excited for him. He's worked hard. I mean, he gets it. He's done it all on his own. I'd like to say I could take credit, but I really can't take too much credit. He was willing to learn, and he watched, and he's done all this on his own. So I mean, you know, it's exciting for me to sit here and watch him now and to see the success he's had. So I wish him nothing but the best. I wish the Pirates nothing but the best, and yeah, it's exciting to sit and watch him play now.
Now, you were a big part of these teams and the turnaround that they had here, coming back to prominence and playing competitive baseball. What memories do you take away from that now that you've had a couple years to look back on it?
You know, that's tough. That's really tough. There's so many good memories, obviously, but just, you know, being able to come to a game like this and enjoy just the game and watching the guys that I played with get to play is something special. And obviously there's a ton of memories that I'll never forget of being in the clubhouse, being on the plane, traveling, and obviously being on the field and battling it at a day-to-day basis. But getting to sit here and watch it's pretty nice. I'll be honest with you, it's pretty nice.
First time you had a hot dog and a beer with your family. I mean, it's got to be pretty unique.
Exactly. Yeah, this is great. This is great. I could definitely do this a few more times.
Well, Clint, it's great to see you. We enjoyed being around you, and we wish you nothing but the best in retirement. Thanks.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thank you, Robbie.
Greg and John, how about that? Clint Barnes, one of the all-time good guys in the game of baseball.
He sure is. Tell we said hi, and a real pro, Robbie. Don't stop believing. Now on strikes goes Chad Kuhl. 3 straight Ks for German Marquez. 2 away.
7 so far on the night. Well, I think last time the Pirates faced him, he only struck out a couple, if I remember correctly. 2. And then 5 innings of work. So he's got the strikeout pitch working so far tonight.
Starling Marte led off the 3rd with a base hit, stole 2nd, but then was doubled off on a line out by Josh Harrison and tapped to 1st. An easy inning for Marquez. Halfway through it, the Rockies have a 4-2 lead. Unlimited baseball break. Some news and notes. Keon Broxton was optioned today by the Milwaukee Brewers down to the minor leagues. Was hitting .218 through 92 ball games. Kyle Hendricks will return off the disabled list for the Cubs and face the White Sox on Monday. He's been out since early June with right hand inflammation, and the Giants have indeed signed Kung Fu Panda Pablo Sandoval to a minor league deal. He's going to initially report to Single-A San Jose and is expected to join the Giants before too long. Giants won in walk-off fashion today in 12 innings. The Pirates will be in San Francisco coming up, continuing this trip then to San Diego, and here at Coors Field in Denver they trail 4-2 heading to the bottom of the 5th.
Crazy how that ended up with San Fran. I mean, I'm guessing they wanted the Panda back when he signed that big deal with the Red Sox, and now they get him back for the minimum.
He didn't leave on good terms, as I recall.
Oh, yeah.
He said some nasty things, but well, it doesn't cost the Giants anything.
Nope.
Basically, so, and they're not going anywhere, and maybe a bit of a draw.
And again, it's for the minimum. They don't have to pay him any more than the minimum.
Right. See the Brewers leading now 8-1 in Philadelphia. So the Pirates will need to come back in order to stay 2 back. The Cubs were winners over the Cardinals 3-2. So they would stay a game behind. And the Cardinals going to fall to 4.5 back if the Brewers win. 2-0 on LeMahieu. The last time out, hit the ball the other way for a sacrifice fly. Mayhew was a second-round pick of the Cubs back in 2009 out of LSU.
Takes the first 4 fastballs. The last 2 decent pitches to hit. Mayhew apparently didn't like him.
Pirates second baseman will throw out the Rockies second baseman. And we'll bring up Nolan Arenado. MLB.com at bat is your #1 mobile app for live Pirates baseball. Stay connected with a fully customizable experience. Get Pirates home screen icons and app features, as well as game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcast, statcast, news, and more. Download MLB.com at bat today. Good look there. That handlebar stash working. I'm trying to anyway. Old school stuff. Pillbox cap. Nolan Arenado doubled in a run and scored in the 3rd.
We got like a hot and cold grid for Nolan Arenado. You'd wonder why everybody wouldn't try to pitch him up and in the strike zone, in the inner third of the plate, in the top of the zone. On the year, he's hitting 0. I mean, just about everything else he crushes, but in that particular spot, 0. He could live up in
I'll
it.
say. And a line drive, base hit.
No, his pitch is down and away. And a nice looking swing. When hitters, especially power hitters, they can go and get pitches that are at the bottom of the zone and hit them that hard. You know, there's something special about them.
Special player offensively and defensively, Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine a better third baseman out there. I know a lot of people talk about Manny Machado, but
no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No way.
Sorry. No disrespect. Arenado picked up his 4th consecutive Gold Glove award last year.
There's some grumbling about that last strike call, you see. Quickly ahead of Reynolds.
Reynolds began his big league career in Arizona with the Diamondbacks. Time in Baltimore, Cleveland, the Yankees, Brewers, Cardinals. 2nd straight year with the Rockies. And one of his best seasons ever this year for Mark Reynolds. At the age of 33, he'll turn 34 in a couple of weeks. Talk about looking. 3rd K.
High breaking ball. It's the first time we've seen the 3rd strike call from Chad Fairchild. A bit of a delay. He obviously, I think, said something, so Reynolds was walking off before you saw the signal.
Can Buddy Black be the one to lead this Rockies team to the postseason? They've done it 3 times previously. Ooh, sounded like that got Cervelli. Sounded like we heard a grunt.
Pretty close to the same place he got the foul ball last inning. Right in that left shoulder again. Oh, got the mask first, then the shoulder. Sure, everybody has to worry about it. Every time he gets hit in the mask, you got to think that not only Francisco, but the training staff has to be concerned.
Center field, McCutchen back. And it carries over his head up against the wall. If they hurry, they might have a shot at the plate. Harrison's throw is going to be in time to get him. What a play! McCutchen to Harrison to Cervelli. Nolan Arenado nabbed at the plate.
Well, that is one heck of a play. I tell you what, I mean, you're looking at 415 feet away. The ball was hit hard, but McCutchen plays it nicely off the wall. He's able to hit the cutoff man, Jay Hay. A perfect throw from Harrison to Cervelli, and just gets that hand before it gets to the plate.
Has been 2-out double. And Josh Harrison's relay from Andrew McCutchen. Here it is again.
I mean, it was hard to believe the ball carried that far to begin with. And Jay Hay does a good job of getting out there. That's a long throw for the second baseman, and boy, it's right on the money. It would have went right over home plate. See it again. And
fired up Cervelli. Great tag by the Pirates catcher.
It all had to be perfect.
Harrison takes a pitch inside. Lines out to short. Nolan Arenado rounding third. He's going to take a peek.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't understand why you would look around.
Could be the difference, can it?
Could be, sure. I mean, it's a bang play at the plate.
Fired up Cervelli, and now McCutchen takes a pitch up and in. Harrison took a pitch up and in, and now McCutchen's okay. We can play this game, huh?
Boy, I mean, they were calling for it up and in, but still, that's.
Josh Harrison not a bit happy because he was buzzed.
If you can't pitch inside.
Watch Harrison. A man who's been hit by more pitches than any other player in the league. And his good buddy McCutchen is hit. Carlos Gonzalez will be leading off the bottom of this inning.
I figure that's the 5th time Pirate batter has been hit first 2 games in this series.
Line to second, almost took off LeMahieu's glove. Bell is the second out.
And you have to wonder, because it looked almost like LeMahieu misread this ball, and then it became defense mode. I don't think he realized how hard this ball was hit. He reacts and gets his glove up there so late. And that was a triple for Josh Bell last night. Hit a line drive in a similar, maybe a little bit higher, but it hit about the same place. That got through and went all the way to the wall. Yeah. Not many middle
Health Network Supermo there.
Not many middle infielders ducking from a line drive.
Exit velocity was 106 miles an hour off Bell's bat. McCutchen hit by the pitch back in June on the 14th at PNC Park. Marquez hit Francisco Cervelli in the 5th inning, and both benches emptied. Punches, but both benches and the bullpens emptied at PNC Park, and here Marquez hits McCutchen in the 6th. One and two on freeze. Marquez picks up another strikeout. That's 8. Rockies, and Marquez hits Francisco Cervelli. Some words there with Tony Walters and Cervelli tonight. The first pitch to Josh Harrison moments ago was up and in, and then Marquez hits McCutchen. We'll see what happens. Yep, and here we go. Carlos Gonzalez, first pitch, right at him. No surprise. Both benches empty.
I mean, how could Cargo be upset about
What in
that?
the world did he expect?
I mean, how can
everybody knew this was coming.
Yeah, how can you be upset with that? I mean, it's a shame that it missed him, but how can you be upset about that? I mean, it's ridiculous. Hey, go yell at your pitcher.
Yep.
Don't yell at Chad Kuhl. That's the funny thing. Cargo, if he was hit, he'd expect his pitcher to go and retaliate against their guy.
Of course.
So why would you go out there and talk to anybody but your pitcher?
And you've been in baseball long enough. You don't think that's going to happen? I mean, you got to expect that.
I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yep. And as you said, it missed him by a bunch. And now Cervelli is really hot. And remember, Cervelli was the man who was hit. I don't know if that's Marquez yelling at him. It looked as though cooler heads had prevailed, but then there was more barking. Stu Cole, the third base coach there. Joey Cora getting involved. David Freese. Juan Nicasio, the former Rocky, is there. Tom Prince. Clint Hurdle trying to play the role of peacemaker here. Get his players back to the dugout. As usual, both bullpens empty.
As usual, just a bunch of talking.
Yep.
I mean, if you're that upset about it, don't just stand there and walk halfway. Do something about it. And this is what, you know, these baseball scrums are always like this. And bravado is all it is.
Yep.
And
nobody wants really to get involved. They go up to a certain spot and they wait for somebody to hold them back.
And then all the talking happens after everybody's in between.
Yeah.
It's just typical.
Garrett Cole yelling at Ian Desmond. Tom Prince there, Ryan Hannigan. So nothing happens other than a lot of yelling, some pushing. So really talking with Cargo now. All good, looks like.
With the
fellow
exception
Venezuelans.
With the exception of the Pirates' two best players, one had a fastball go up by his face, and the other one got hit up near his neck.
Yep.
I mean, that's the problem with it all. I mean, in 5 guys in 2 games, and now Cargo's going to be upset by a fastball that's inside. It doesn't even hit him, and he's going to get mad at whomever. Go get mad at your pitcher.
And up the middle.
And by the way, that's the way it should be done. Anyway, I mean, if you have an issue with one of your players getting hit, it should be the first pitch to the first batter. Don't wait till the end of the series.
I was thinking about the same thing. I was wondering,
2 outs.
Is Kuhl going to do it right away? Is he going to wait for Blackman, you know, the perfect time and all that?
I mean, nowadays it's always secretive, and it's all, we got to wait till the right time. We got to pick a batter.
Trevor Story, 1 for 2 with an RBI single.
And that's kind of how baseball plays, you know. And you hit the guy with the first pitch, then the guy wears it, he goes to first, and okay, it's good. And it's over, like that. It's done.
No need for the
no need for warnings.
Hiring crew or for
no
the commissioner's office to get involved and all that.
And the argument will always be, well, he didn't intend to hit McCutchen. Well, it doesn't matter. If you can't pitch inside effectively without hitting the guy up above the chest, then you shouldn't be pitching in. And so that's why, you hit the next guy in the waist, and it's professionally done, not up around the head, and it's over with.
Of course, John speaking from experience when there was one incident in particular, your manager told you to grab a helmet, right? Because he anticipated.
Everybody on everybody in both dugouts and everybody in the stands knew that the next batter was getting hit. And I just so happened to be the chosen next batter.
Nice grab, McCutchen. Brings up Tony Walters. For those who've not heard that story, was that a Phillies game?
In Philadelphia, 97, the Marlins had already clinched.
So you're playing for the Marlins.
Playing for the Marlins. They had already clinched. 6th or 7th inning, Marlin pitcher gave up a 3-run homer. The next pitch hit Scott Rowland in the back. Rowland was a rookie then, but he was like the next Mike Schmidt. And so as soon as it hit Rowland, Leland told me I was leading off next inning. And, he didn't want, I think Charles Johnson was due up first, right? I think. And so, they're getting ready for playoffs. You don't want, a regular guy getting hurt. And so
he told you, grab a helmet, you're going to pinch hit for him.
I was the most expendable.
How did he say it?
Who cares if I get hurt?
How did he say it to you? Grab a helmet?
Rock, you're leading off next inning. Wear a 2-flapped helmet. Might want to grab your catching gear, too.
So you get up there and you know it's coming.
Yeah.
And where'd you get hit?
In the belt.
Yeah.
Curt Schilling. But it took him 3 pitches. And then that was the thing. I mean, first pitch was inside. Knew it was coming, obviously. The second pitch was behind me. And so now, warnings and screaming and hollering and everything else like that. Third one, didn't miss. Right, perfect spot in the belt. Leather belt.
But there were warnings after the second pitch.
Yeah.
So what happened when you got hit? Schilling got tossed?
Schilling got tossed.
A.J. Schugel is up in the Pirates' pen. See the cool over the 100 pitch mark.
And I mean, I couldn't get back at Schilling. And so after I got hit, when I came around, I went back into the dugout, and I was out. I went up in the clubhouse, and I yelled at the pitcher. And I said, "You're lucky a real player didn't get hit." Or hurt.
You're lucky it was me.
He said he didn't try to do it, but I mean, it didn't matter if he tried to do it or not. Hit him right in the back.
It's a 2-1 count on Tony Walters. Chad Kuhl. I'd love to get a ground ball here, at least finish up 6.
And that's it. Thinking back, I mean, it's a great example because there was a lot of people that talked. It was Antonio Alfonseca, and he was a rookie at the time. And so
he was the Marlins pitcher.
He was the Marlins pitcher, yes. And so obviously it was a big to-do over it. And pitching coach talked to him, and Leland talked to him. A lot of people talked to him, but it was a lesson learned that you can't do that. And so if Cargo gets drilled there, and then he gets upset with Marquez, well, it's a lesson learned. Marquez might think twice about doing it again. If your teammates are upset with you,
that's really a way to teach a lesson. Your teammates get mad at you. So rather than Cargo yelling at Kuhl, yell at Marquez.
Exactly.
Don't be hitting guys like McCutchen in the back, buzzing Harrison.
Now, the instance back in '97 was way more obvious than that. I mean, Marquez's excuse could be, hey, I was just trying to go in.
Fly ball, McCutchen. Boy, traveling to the wall. And a nice grab by McCutchen as Marquez gave that one a ride. Chad Kuhl applauding McCutchen's effort there. That'll be it for Kuhl, who will be done after 6, trailing 4-2. But McCutchen back to the wall to rob Marquez. The PNC Park. This is the pitcher Marquez at the plate trying to bunt runners over, and he took a pitch up and in, or in at least, from Kuhl, and then the bottom half of the inning was when Cervelli was hit by the pitch, and tonight McCutchen at the top of the 6th, and then in the bottom of the 6th, Kuhl throws at Carlos Gonzalez. Well, apparently it started when Kuhl came inside to Marquez when he was squaring to bunt.
Well, here's another thing you never ever see, ever. If you have a problem with a pitcher, especially if a pitcher almost hits another pitcher while he's squared around a bunt, which I think, for a pitcher, it's probably one of the more scarier things that they're going to line drive right at somebody off the bat of Jaso. But if pitchers never throw at pitchers. You know what I mean? Yeah. You never, ever see it.
That used to really be the way you policed it in the National League.
I mean, Marquez just got to the plate. Chad Kuhl knows that he's done after 6.
Yeah.
Well, you got 2 outs in the 6th. So if you want to really retaliate, I mean, who better to retaliate against? But it just, you don't see it. It doesn't happen. And obviously with the warnings and everything, I'm not sitting there saying that Chad Kuhl should have done it. But that's the one thing throughout all of baseball you very rarely see is a pitcher throwing at another pitcher. And my guess is because, they know that they're going to have to hit again eventually.
Now Cervelli is barking and saying something here. Oh, Chad Fairchild is trying to move it along.
But it's nice to see Chad Kuhl go out there and at least send the message.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen far too many instances over the years to where I feel that Pirates, especially Andrew McCutchen, has been hit with pitches where there was no retaliation. Over
taking
and
liberties
over
at
again.
McCutchen and others, but boy, no surprise that Kuhl would take no time to get it done.
Exactly.
I mean, if anybody would do it, it's Kuhl.
Exactly.
who again took the baseball for the Pirates that Sunday before the All-Star break when Tyone could not, as Marquez strikes out Cervelli. That's number 9 for Marquez.
Well, that's just the curveball he's been going to, where it's a big bender. He starts the curveball middle of the plate and has it run down and away.
6 of his 9 strikeouts have come against the bottom 3 in the order: Cervelli, Mercer, and Cool. With Mercer having struck out both times to the plate.
And remarkably efficient, as he's got 2 outs here in the 7th. Just 91 pitches to go along with those 9 strikeouts, 2 walks. I mean, you would think he'd be accumulating more pitches than that.
When Marquez faced the Pirates at PNC Park on the 14th, he went 5+, gave up just 4 hits. Those hits belonged, well, Max Moroff had a hit and a line out. Adam Frazier played that day, doubled. Josh Harrison had a base hit, and Andrew McCutchen had the other hit. Watson joins A.J. Schugel.
Jordy having no problem recognizing the spin on that curveball. Marquez continues to go to it to try to get Jordy to chase. But Jordy picking up the spin.
And towards center field, Blackman a long run, and Blackman gets there. 7th inning stretch, 4-2, Colorado. The 7th inning. There is a gentleman from Marietta, Ohio, now stationed in Wyoming. Drove an hour and a half to be here with his wife tonight to see the Buccos. That's Cody and Abby Offenberger. Cody went to the same high school as Kent Colvey. Again, stationed in Wyoming and driving an hour and a half to see his Buccos.
It's pretty cool. As is that. That's pretty amazing right there. Sun setting over the Rockies.
A.J. Schugel.
Well, he's been doing good work since coming up. 1-0, a 1.29 ERA, 4 appearances, 7 innings.
Faces the top of the order. Charlie Blackmon, DJ LeMahieu, Nolan Arenado. Deep to right center. More extra bases. Blackmon wants that triple. And he's there with his 13th triple of the season. It is remarkable.
And probably would have 14 if the pitcher wasn't in front of him back in the 3rd inning. And pitch up out over the plate. Looked like a changeup. And hits it a little bit off the end of the bat. Andrew McCutchen again out there, gets to it quickly, gets it into J-Hay quickly. Another nice job by McCutchen and Josh Harrison getting to the ball in 2 quick, strong, accurate throws. This time Blackmon had just enough speed to beat the throws.
That won't get the run home. So that's a good job by Schugel to get LeMahieu right away. 1 away. DJ LeMahieu is retired. It brings up Nolan Arenado. AJ Schugel, who grew up in the area, picked up his first career save last year here. April the 25th with family and friends on hand. 2 1/3 innings. A 2-hit shutout ball. The Pirates defeated the Colorado Rockies.
No brainer here, walking Arenado. Set up double play.
It'll be huge if Schugel can get Reynolds to hit into a double play. Greg Holland is the Major League saves leader. So he looms in the 9th. The Pirates trail by 2.
And the Pirates have, as you all know, that last homestand, a lot of comeback wins, a lot of scoring late against late inning relievers, as Jake McGee appears to be getting ready for the 8th. But, like to keep it here, just a 2-run deficit.
Reynolds had a 2-out opposite field single in the 3rd that brought in Nolan Arenado. Made it a 3-1 ball game. Pirates led 1-0. Trailed 3-1. The Bell homer cut it to 3-2. And then Rockies got that run back right in the bottom of the 4th. 2-2.
Oh, good changeup. That changeup set up nicely by the fastball away off the plate. Watch it just dies as it comes to the plate. Reynolds Thought it was a fastball. Thought it was in the strike zone. Boy, look at that downward action. Nasty.
Well, Schugel, a big strikeout and a chance now to get out of this with Desmond at the plate. A leadoff triple by Charlie Blackmon. His 13th. Last National Leaguer to have even as many as 13 in a season was Angel Pagan, who had 15 to lead the league in 2012. Bounced into right field. Desmond. That hurts. Base hit to drive in Blackmon. 5-2.
Yeah, that does hurt, and that's a nice approach to hitting, though. You have that big old hole over on that right side, and that looks exactly like Desmond was trying to do. Just get on top of the ball the other way. And a lot of room. Look at all the room on that right side. Don't see that happen very often. I know Jordy Mercer's done it, and he's done it with intent. You know, with a runner on first, just try to poke one through that hole, especially when the second baseman's playing you up the middle. And it looked like that was the intent of Desmond. And you think about it, you get a fastball away. That's a pretty easy RBI if you can just get on top of the ball the other way.
Desmond's second hit of the night. Cole gave up 9 hits in 6 innings. Carlos Gonzalez is 2 for 2 with a walk. That'll be out number 3, but another run in. 2 more shots, down 3.
Sportsnet is brought to you by Barrel. Check out the Barrel Hot list at barrel.com. Now the only way to buy a car. And by Levin's, the official furniture and mattress supplier to the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the best quality, service, and value, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
5-2 ball game, head to the 8th. Pirates have been out hit, as you see, 11-3. Herman Marquez 7 strong. Now the Rockies bullpen will take over for the 8th. Jake McGee, the left-hander.
No record, 3.23 ERA, 39 innings over 41 appearances, 47 strikeouts, 207 opponent's average.
Adam Frazier bats for Schugel. Stephen Brault just joined the team today. Tonight would have been his spot to start for AAA Indy. Replaced Gregory Polanco, who was placed on the disabled list. The 10-day DL, hopefully be about 10 days for Polanco and he can get back in the lineup. Brault, for now, will be working out of the bullpen. And it's 3-0 on Frazier.
McGee, you know what you're going to see when you face him. He throws pretty much fastball. And he also has a slider, but very rarely goes to it. And so as a hitter, no surprise once you get up there.
So Stephen Brault in the rotation, did great work, was an all-star at AAA Indianapolis. Saw him pitch several games last year for the Pirates. And a 2.06 ERA for the lefty Stephen Brault as the starter for Indianapolis.
Pretty impressive work. Just 4 home runs allowed.
And a leadoff walk. Pirates have been the comeback kids on this amazing run. The 6-game winning streak, all 6 games during this streak have been the come from behind variety. Now Starling Marte, 1 for 3 against Marquez. And a ground single to left.
Yeah, I mean, Marte's such a good fastball hitter. There's no problem getting on top of that. And obviously, we showed you McGee's numbers, and they were impressive. Opponent average. And against right-handed batters, 97% of the time he throws fastballs. And so you scratch your head and wonder, I mean, why is nobody hitting him?
Yeah, they're hitting only 198 against him, the right-handed hitters, before that single by Marte. Well, Josh Harrison has walked and lined out twice. Might they get Holland up early? We'll see.
Well, you know, with Josh Harrison, Andrew McCutchen on deck. And there's a couple of guys that like hitting not only fastballs, but fastballs from lefties. And that ball got on Josh, a late swing, tied him up.
Of course, the Pirates in this pennant race, just 2 back of the Brewers in the division. The Colorado Rockies own the 2nd wild card at the moment. They're involved with the Diamondbacks for the top wild card spot. They began the day 10.5 back of the Dodgers in the National League West. And look at the Philadelphia Phillies. They've tied the game against the Brewers with 4 in the 7th and 3 in the 8th.
Wow.
Cameron Rupp with a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th for the Phils. Cesar Hernandez homered in the bottom of the 7th. They were down 8-2 going into the bottom of the 7th inning.
It's It's remarkable. And it is early to be scoreboard watching, but I mean, when you think of picking
Not
up
really.
7 games,
Yeah.
picking up 7 games in 7 days.
0-2 count.
If somehow the Pirates can capitalize here, 2 on, nobody out, tying run at the plate. And I can't imagine what these guys are talking about other than location. If he throws 100 pitches, 97 of them are fastballs.
That is the closer, by the way, Holland up.
Yeah, maybe that's all Walters is doing, is going out there to buy some time. But yeah, they definitely aren't talking about what pitch to throw, maybe where to throw it. Well, he did throw a slider well off the plate away. Maybe trying to bring one back door against Josh Harrison. He only throws that slider 10% of the time to lefties.
Jake McGee, former closer, Tampa Bay. Bounce left side. Oh, picked by Arenado. And they turn it into a double play. He is the best.
That is one heck of a play, and it's a heck of a play by LeMahieu, too. That's not an easy throw to turn. But Arenado, I mean, watch how many steps he takes to his left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stays on his feet. You know, so many third basemen will be sliding or diving, and you can't get 2. He stays on his feet. He reaches over, gets it to his second baseman very quickly. Nice turn by LeMahieu. That's a huge, huge, huge double play.
Josh Harrison, the 7th toughest batter to double up in the National League. Here's Andrew McCutchen with the Pirates down 3. Looked as though that ball is going to sneak through.
I would say 25 other third basemen, that ball's in left field. Maybe more. Or at least if it's not in left field, they're not turning.
Oh yeah, exactly. Your point. They're all going to the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, he is ridiculous. And it really made it look relatively easy.
Oh yeah. 98. I think pitchers get fired up to face Andrew McCutchen. I mean, he was sitting there from 93 to 95 before McCutchen got up there. Another one at 98. He doesn't seem too worried. Just got to time it up. There's obviously something about the fastball of McGee to have the kind of success that he's had with basically one pitch. So whether hiding it or deception or carry, movement.
Gets it to even. Sellout crowd here. Fired up. 48,235.
Aren't too many ballparks holding that many.
Oh. Not anymore. Still 2-2. McCutchen an RBI double in the first. It gave the Pirates a 1-0 lead. His 57th RBI of the year. Doing 295 now for the season. Still 2-2.
Arenado even trying to make plays on balls that are
foul.
10 feet foul.
Yeah.
Watch how far he goes. This ball's not even close to being fair.
3-2. Well, McGee has really had to work here in this 8th inning. He walked Adam Frazier, gave up the hit to Marte before Nolan Arenado started the double play. Josh Bell hoping to get a shot here. 8 pitches this at bat to McCutchen.
You see 4 of the pitches up and out over. It's a hot zone for McCutchen.
Draws the walk. And Buddy Black is going to go to his closer. Josh Bell will not face the lefty. Instead, he'll be facing the right-handed hitting closer, right-handed pitching closer, Greg Holland. It's going to be a double switch, with Josh Bell representing the tying run in the top of the 8th inning. We'll be back. Tell you about the double switch. Coming to the plate against Colorado's closer Greg Holland. Alexi Amarista going out to play right, this double switch. Holland, the major league leader with 30 saves.
Well, he's only blown 1, the ERA of 153. 2 homers allowed, opponents hitting just 160.
Named to his 3rd career All-Star team, had been with the Royals. There's Amarista now in right. Opponents hitless in 23 of his appearances. They're batting just 160 against him.
Fastball, curve, slider. Not a lot of fastballs. Likely to see a slider before you see a fastball.
Toward right center field. Dropping quickly, but there is Blackman into the gap. Pirates leave 2. They trail by 3. Now, here at Coors Field in Denver, Pirates winning last night 13-5. Nissan Road ahead, concluding game of this 3-game series could be the rubber match. Ivan Nova up against the rookie lefty Kyle Freeland. Coverage begins at 2:30 tomorrow. Nova will make his 4th career start against the Colorado Rockies. Kyle Freeland makes his 20th appearance of the year, his 2nd start against Pittsburgh. Pirates beat him and the Rockies back in June at PNC Park. Steven Brault back in the big leagues. Saw him pitch last year for the Pirates for a time. Made 8 appearances, 7 starts. And his 2017 debut.
Great numbers down at Indy. 100 innings, 95 strikeouts.
His last appearance was Monday. You have 2 runs in 6 innings in a win against Durham. 2 earned runs or less each of his last 13 appearances at AAA. Right away falls behind Trevor Story 3-0.
I've always liked his fastball when he was up last year, and I thought there was nice movement and deception. Hitters had a hard time getting barrel to it. And it seemed like more times than not he got hurt with the off-speed stuff more so than the fastball. It just didn't seem like his fastball got hit all that hard. There's an example of that. 93 miles per hour, tied up with Story. Weak pop-up, but just out of play. 93 miles per hour, didn't hit the glove. Cervelli was set up away. It ended up running up and in. Again, late swing from Story.
Steven Brault came up in July of last year, made his major league debut against the Cardinals. Pitched 4 innings, Sent back down, came back up a second time the end of July, made a start against the Brewers. Sent back down and came up the end of August. Was in a rotation spot battle in spring training. Pirates decided to go with Chad Kuhl and Tyler Glass now. 4-5. See, the Brewers have regained the lead in the ninth inning in Philly in ball 4. Point Park University scores. Brault will face Tony Walters. So Brault now one of 4 lefty relievers of the Pirates bullpen, along with Wade LeBlanc, Tony Watson, and Felipe Rivero. Walters bunts. Sacrifice moves Story into scoring position. And we'll bring up Alexi Amarista for his first at bat.
I was kind of wondering, maybe, you know, you look for an insurance run and maybe bunt left on left. Walters, not bad numbers against lefties. And I figured with Amarista behind him, another lefty that you don't or wouldn't give the Pirates an out there, but it's exactly what the Rockies did.
Popped up, long run. Marte still coming, and he cannot make the catch.
Ball just stays in the air forever.
It does, doesn't it?
It's amazing, and that kind of cost the Pirates because Bell's ball, the end the top of the eighth, thought that might drop, but it just kept hanging up there, and that one hung up, and Marte ran quite a ways, but off the end of the glove.
Into right, and they're going to get the insurance run as Amarista scoots to second.
And it's the breaking ball. And again, it's like I said, I've always felt that his best pitch was his fastball, and it seemed when he got hurt it was on the breaking ball, and this slider just seemed to hang down. Well, actually it was supposed to be away, went inner third, and Amarista was all over it.
Rockies now lead at 6-2. Greg Holland got that last out. Another pop-up.
And it has to be caught.
And like Freese and Marte were giving chase, but Mercer ended up attempting to make the grab. That
ball again, it was up there a long time. And Mercer It was up the middle. David Freese gives up on it. Marte not there.
One and two. Harrison will get Blackman. 2 outs. Six-2 Colorado. Pirates had the first inning lead. Rockies scored 3 in the third. The Bell home run got the Pirates to within 1. The Rockies adding on a run in the fourth, another in the seventh, another here in the eighth. Brault walked Trevor Story to start this eighth. Stephen Brault, a 25-year-old from La Mesa, California, who was traded over from the Orioles to the Pirates in February of 2015 in the Travis Snyder deal.
Yeah, he just keeps throwing fastballs too. Late swing after late swing.
Full count. Arenado, couple of hits, RBI double, great defensive work again is on deck. Just foul.
Mayhew. I haven't seen that. He's usually pretty content going the other way. Fly out to right, 3 ground balls to second. That particular swing, looking to turn on it.
In the center, and another hit, and another run, and it's 7-2.
I was hoping that it would hang up. The ball just off the end of the bat enough to die out there in front of Andrew McCutchen.
LeMahieu gets on the hit parade, drives in his second run of the night, bringing home Amarista. Now 13 hits. And Ray Searage out to talk to Stephen Brault again. He was scheduled to start tonight for Indianapolis down at Gwinnett, Georgia, against the Braves AAA affiliate. Indianapolis had to go with a bullpen game. Johnny Barbado started. He and 3 relievers for Indy tonight down in Gwinnett. Arenado on base 3 times. .314 batting average. Along with those 83 runs batted in.
Well, watching him, his mannerisms, and I know we've talked about it before. You'd think that he grew up loving Freddie Sanchez. It's incredible how much he reminds me of Freddie Sanchez. Everything he does resembles him. The way he stands.
Except the no disrespect, except the 110 RBI.
Yeah, of course.
102 RBIs.
Of course. But
40 homers.
He moves around a lot in the box. He's not super quiet like some guys.
No, I know the mannerisms are much like Freddie Sanchez. 133 RBIs last year with 41 homers.
Kind of like how like Matt Carpenter was
John Mabry.
Like.
Now Wade LeBlanc getting ready. He's Brault thrown 27 pitches. And a fly ball to Marte. And the Rockies add on 2 more and now lead by 5. Pirates trailing this game 7-2. Here is David Freese against Greg Holland.
Yeah, rare time you'll see a closer in the game with a 5-run lead and he will still be eligible for a save.
Holland is 3 for 6 in his career in save opportunities of more than 1 inning. And the Brewers defeat the Phillies. So the Pirates will drop to 3 back of the Brewers and 2 behind the Cubs unless they rally here in the 9th. Holland's last successful save of more than 3 outs was September 25th, 2011. It's been over 2 years since he's even attempted a save of more than 1 inning. He was a member of the Royals in May of 2015 against the Rangers. That just shows you how badly Buddy Black wanted to win this ball game, how important. And a base hit for Freese to start the inning. Leadoff hit for Freese brings up Jaso. Pirates and Rockies wrap up this 3-game series. Tomorrow afternoon, Ivan Nova for the Pirates, Kyle Freeland for the Rockies. Get you ready with the WB Mason pregame show at 2:30. Coming your way here on AT&T Sportsnet. Herman Marquez is in line to get the win. Chad Kuhl would suffer the loss. Rockies are trying to get to the postseason with 4 rookie starters in their rotation, including tonight's Herman Marquez and tomorrow Freeland. Jeff Hoffman, the rookie last night.
Has that ever been done?
It's a good question. Antonio Sensatella, by the way, is the other rookie. The only non-rookie is John Gray. Just battle every pitch.
Why not?
You never know. As we said, it has been a long time for Greg Holland, the former Royals closer, try and get a 4-out save.
There's been some crazy games here.
4-pitch walk to Jaso. Francisco Cervelli big in that 4-game series sweep over the Milwaukee Brewers. The home run that fired the club up. The opposite field base hit on Wednesday. Brought in Max Moroff that fired up the team and the crowd. He was in the middle of it all. Francisco Cervelli.
Even the time when there was the replay at second, the review at second, where he was no. I mean,
I'm safe.
I mean,
he's into it, isn't he?
Yeah, he can get his teammates into the game, boy. That's for sure.
Could really get interesting if he can get on base here against Holland.
Sure. Tell you what, he's Holland with a 5-run lead doesn't want to throw it over the middle. He's still trying to. Even a 3-0 pitch to Jaso. I mean, Walter should be setting right down the middle, belt high. But yet he's still going to try to paint corners. Guess you can't really argue with the success that he's had.
Yeah.
30 of 31. And
the natives are getting restless here, though. It's 2-0. So is Buddy Black, trying not to show any nervousness. Holland signed as a free agent this winter, coming off Tommy John surgery. Missed last year because of it. One-year free agent contract signed. Holland 47 saves 2012, 46 the following year.
Now with 2 strikes, we'll see if he stays with the fastball or goes with that bread and butter pitch of his, that slider.
Kind of comes out of his hand funky. Almost breaks straight down.
And a fly ball to right. Now Marista. 1 out. Jordy Mercer will come to the plate, and Jose Osuna will come out on deck. Now, so far, and still some time here in this ball game, and the U Score is the Buck Score promotion. $15 off those tickets for Tuesday, August 1st through Tuesday, August the 8th. An entire homestand for baseline box, outfield box, corner box seats, and bleacher seats.
What a bargain.
Yep.
No better bargain than that. And
those tickets will go on sale, by the way, about 30 minutes after the game tomorrow. You can go to pirates.com/howmanyruns. Promotion code SCORE.
At the very least, score at least this one from third.
.20 count, and the other thing too is we talk about this a lot. You get that pitch count up for a closer. You could make him unavailable for the following day. Only at 16 now, his season high pitch count, and then he one outing 26.
Borderline pitch there, not going Holland's way. 3-0. Boy, that number 1 is in the strike zone, and that one in the strike zone. How about that?
.30 count. 3-1.
Borderline.
Osuna to bat for Brault. 3-2 on Mercer.
Look at that 3-1 breaking ball with a 5-run lead in the 9th.
Ball 4. They asked to check, but no, that wasn't close, and they're loaded with 1 out.
Even if he did go, they should say no. He didn't.
Yeah, you're right.
For throwing
you're
a dumb
for
pitch.
doing that. No.
Yeah.
Even if he went.
That's crazy. Why would
you're going to throw that kind of pitch? Go ahead.
Throw the ball in the strike. I mean, that's doing the Pirates a favor.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. Keep throwing pitches in the dirt. Keep trying to paint corners. Keep giving the Pirates base runners.
Jose Osuna pinch hitting for Brault with 1 out. Strike 1.
That's the one thing tough about young pinch hitter coming up there with the bases loaded. Guy struggling with his command. You go up there and you be aggressive. That will probably be the best pitch Jose Osuna is going to get to hit this at bat. Fastball, top of the zone.
Fastball up, Cervelli. Talking there with Pirates coach Dave Jouse. Josh Bell can only watch for the moment. Homered in the 4th to get the Pirates to within 1. Fly ball toward the seats. He didn't miss that by a whole lot, did he?
You know, when Holland should throw strikes, he doesn't. And when he shouldn't throw strikes, he does. He got away with one there. That pitch was center cut. An 0-2 slider hanging. And Jose just pulled the trigger too soon. Andrew would like another chance.
Yeah. And chases, 2 outs.
Yeah, again, probably the first pitch has been a good one. The pitch sequence here, a hanging slider. Boy, up and out over the plate. Then he gets a fastball up, fouls it back. This is another mistake from Holland at 0-2. Leaves it in there and then bounces one and gets Jose to chase.
Now it's Starling Marte with 2 outs. And there's a strike. The Diamondbacks lost to the Nationals tonight. So in terms of the wild card, the Rockies can forge a tie for the top wild card spot, which means you host that game, as Pirate fans know very well. One ball, one strike on Marte. Josh Harrison on deck. And then it would be McCutchen if he can move it down the line somehow, some way. See one career granny for Marte. At third base, you've got Freese, you've got Jaso at second and Mercer at first. A hit and 2 walks, putting them on. Now the Pirates down to their final strike. Two and 2 on Marte. As Greg Holland has now reached a season high in the pitch count category.
Kind of reminds you a little of Mike Williams.
Yeah.
With all the sliders.
Yeah, slider man. And it's getting to the point now where if Marte can reach, there's a chance that Black would have to pull Holland. Marte, somehow, some way, he's 2 for 4 tonight. Adam Ottavino, if Marte could reach, might be coming on. Chopper.
Oh, that's a knock.
That is going to be a base hit. And the Pirates still alive. It is 7-3 as Marte delivers an infield RBI single. It's his third hit of the game. And what does Buddy Black do? He's going to have to pull his closer, apparently.
Wow.
Approaching 30 pitches.
And Holland really falls off to the first base side, so he had no play on that. Just a little chopper, and it hits the mound. That goes to show you how far the first base side Holland falls off the mound. And Story thought about coming home with the fourth.
Yeah,
in case, you know, Freeze wasn't running hard.
Now, is he just buying the bullpen time here? Is he he's gonna let him pitch?
I think he had to. Yeah, I think he just had to have the conversation, give him a breather, make sure that he was okay.
But it's got to be awfully tough. I mean, this is a guy that missed all of last year with Tommy John surgery.
Yeah. I mean, it's his own doing. A couple of walks here. And now the tying run, Josh Harrison.
Line drive, foul just by a couple feet.
Jay, what a time to pick up his first career grand slam. Yeah, just a little out in front. Yeah. That would have brought Andrew up. 7-6 ball game with the runner in scoring position.
I mean, the last time Holland's thrown as many as 30 pitches in a game is May of 2015. Wow. This is really a tough call for Buddy Black. Again, someone who missed all of last year after undergoing Tommy John surgery at the end of 2015.
Jay going way outside the zone there. Fastball, you won't typically see this a whole bunch when it's never in the strike zone. That was almost like a two-strike approach. And Jay frustrated with himself.
Cervelli, body English.
Jay, a good two-strike hitter. He can go outside the zone. There you see that fastball, how far off the plate it was that Josh fouled off. Boy, he's set up on the plate, Wilkins. Well, maybe because he knew he was going to bury it in the dirt, but you know, you got 0-2, 2 outs, bases loaded, tying run at the plate. I don't think I want my catcher setting up on the plate.
Pirates down 7-3. Tying run at the plate. Jaso moving to third on the infield hit with Mercer at second and Marte the RBI at first. 32 pitches for Greg Holland trying to get a 4-out save. Another foul, and at the very least, might not seem like much, but believe me, it is. At the very least, you can pretty much discount Holland for tomorrow.
Yeah, no question about that.
And now Buddy Black, he's got to be really.
I mean, he came in
inside.
And he came in through one pitch in the 8th inning. One. And then, you know, the Rockies added on. And it's just been a struggle since the moment he went out there.
And a fly ball. This is going to do it. Holland finally gets the last out. Was not easy. Understatement. And the Rockies even the series. Pirates fall to 3 back of the Brewers. Nolan Arenado came up big offensively and defensively. And the series even at a game apiece.
Now, I guess you admire the fight of the Pirates. Battling in the 9th inning to get that tying run up there. But the story of the day really is Marquez. He just did not give the Pirates much. Pitched an outstanding game, 7 strong, real good curveball. And the Rockies, the big 3rd with 3 runs, added a couple on after that.
Yeah, the Pirates bullpen that has been just really lights out, but here at Coors Field, not easy as the bullpen gave up the 3 runs over the last couple of innings, and we go back to Dan and T.